Creepy stalker scared my daughter, so I took down his meth ring and my ex's criminal network too. Okay, buckle up because this is going to get messy fast. So I've always been a pretty chill person, even though my life has been a non-stop roller coaster of chaos, mostly thanks to my ex-husband and his freak show family. But something happened recently that made me see red in a way I never expected. A little background, I have a 9-year-old daughter, Lily, who's basically my entire world. Her father, Jake, got mixed up with some serious drug dealers and violent assholes. And long story short, I took off with Lily when she was 2. No contact since then. I figured I could keep her safe from all that hell, but as it turns out, hell has a way of finding you anyway. Fast forward to last weekend. Lily and I were at the park near our apartment, and I was sitting on the bench trying to enjoy a rare moment of peace while Lily played on the swings. Out of nowhere, this guy in his early 30s mid-range white trash type starts pacing nearby and keeps glancing at Lily. Not a casual glance, either like a full-on creepy stare. My skin crawled immediately. I got up and walked over, forcing a big fake smile to mask my growing panic, because I didn't want to start a fight in public, but also wasn't about to let this guy make me uncomfortable around my kid. "Hey," I said, voice firm. He smirked like he thought he was flirting, said, "Oh, just watching your girl. She's pretty cute." I froze for a second, then said, "She's my daughter." "Keep your eyes elsewhere." That's when he leaned in closer, voice dropping low and sneaky. "Relax, baby. Just admiring. You don't gotta get all protective." And he laughed. At this point, I was furious, but careful not to escalate aggressively in a public place. I shoved my phone in my hand and said, "I'm recording this. Back off." He scoffed and started walking away, but then, plot twist, bumped into another woman at the edge of the playground and spilled his drink. She was livid and started cursing him out loudly. Turns out this guy wasn't just some random creep. He was known in our neighborhood as the enforcer for a local meth ring. Everyone knew to avoid him. My protective instincts instantly kicked into overdrive. I pulled Lily close and practically dragged her away. But later that night, curiosity got the better of me. I did a little digging online and found out that this creep's real name was Carl, and his official job was some shady courier for a meth dealer named Dagger. The worst part? I found a post from I felt sick. Now here's the wild revenge part. For weeks, I started documenting all the times I saw Carl or heard about his dirty dealings. I reached out to some community activists and actually crossed paths with a local journalist doing a piece on neighborhood crime. With their help and my tip-offs, the police finally raided Carl and Dagger's operation last week. They busted a massive meth lab, uncovered hidden caches of child exploitation materials, and a ton of other horrifying illegal shit. Carl got arrested, and Dagger went on the run. But the sweetest part, turns out, Jekami X was tangled up in those same criminal circles. The cops didn't tell me much, but the journalist did. Seems Jake tried to get Carl to intimidate me and Lily years ago, but got snubbed because Carl had his own twisted agenda. After the bust, Jake's name popped. I never told Jake I helped bring down his crew. Instead, I quietly packed up Lily and moved halfway across the state to keep her safe, away from all the toxic people and memories. Lily's finally laughing again, and for the first time in forever, I'm not looking over my shoulder. Carl rats in jail. Jake is closer than ever to getting busted, and my sweet girl sleeps without fear. Sometimes protecting your kid means going into the darkest places. But trust me, revenge tastes like freedom when you come out on the other side.